Hi! Hello YouTube land. It has been a million years since I've made a video. I figured it was time for an update. I know I'm the queen of going months and months without making videos, but you know, that's life, so here I am again. Wow. This is awkward because I haven't done this in a long time. I'm out of practice. Let me get my thoughts in order here. Okay. As you all know, the new year was very recently. I hope everybody's out there was awesome. Mine was really good. Definitely in a very different place than I was last New Year's. And that's really kind of what this video is about. About not really New Year's resolutions, but sort of, but you know, just basically how my resolutions from last year have evolved into the ones that I, resolved to have this year. And the lack thereof, and you'll understand what I'm talking about in just a second. But, so, last year, starting off my new year, of course, I was only about, September, October, November, December, January, 5 months postpartum at that point after having my daughter. And definitely was still feeling all of that intense emotional, hormonal stuff that for anyone out there who has had children before, women out there, you know what I'm talking about. Just how, that experience of pregnancy and birth and the after effects itself are so joyous, but yet there's such a time of growth and change, and really I found really finding out really who I was, and I feel a lot more like myself. I feel a lot more grounded in who I am now, more so than I ever did. And I think going through that experience, bringing my daughter into the world, had a lot to do with that. And being a mom, and just learning that the world isn't perfect, and that's okay, and that and it's okay if I'm not perfect, because of course I'm not, and I don't want to be, because perfect is really boring. And I don't know, I have so many thoughts that I just want to just share with everybody, but it's hard for me to articulate it, and I'm sorry I'm saying a lot and having spaces of silence where I'm trying to collect myself, but I have a lot of things that I want to say, so I'm trying to get it together. Really what I was going with the resolution thing was last year my resolutions centered around the classic, get in shape, through however many means necessary, diet, exercise, the healthy way, or the healthy way. And I use quotations because I started exercising pretty heavily once my doctor gave me the okay to exercise, which I posted a few videos back at that time, documenting my, journey. And there is nothing wrong with wanting to take care of your body, take care of yourself, and eat foods that nourish you, and move your body around, be physically active, and take care of yourself. But, the but, that came across for me was that you can go too far with that. And when it becomes something of where you beat yourself up and you make yourself feel guilty and you feel like you're a slave to something and chained to something, yeah, that definitely is not where you want to be, because you do not just want to be, for me, not necessarily anyone else, because their life is their own choice, but I don't want to be just physically fit, or and look a certain way, or look like someone. That's another way in which I have grown, I feel. because in the past, you always, I think it's a commonality with women is that, you always look at other women and probably compare in your head, or admire something about another woman's physicality. But I feel like I can separate the two now. I can admire someone's physical characteristics and also their, emotional characteristics and personality as well, but separate it from, God, I wish I was like that. Oh, I want to be her. Like, no. That is another way of which I've grown. I admire those traits. I look up to women who are very strong and centered in themselves, and and use that as a motivational tool. But I don't want to be anyone other than myself. I want to be my best self that I can be. So that's kind of the path I'm trying to blaze in my life, so to speak. But back to the resolutions, just at this time last year, I was in a place where I pushed myself too hard, physically, basically berating myself for not dropping the baby weight and getting in shape fast enough, and just really not loving myself for who I am. And of course, everyone struggles. Everyone has days where they don't feel their best. And I do. I'm not going to say that I don't, because that would be a lie. And I, want to be as real as possible with you guys. Like right now, I'm in my pajamas because this is the time that I'm able to make a video when my daughter's sleeping and it's getting late. It's getting to about 10 o'clock here in my part of the world. And this is just the time that I can do it. And I don't apologize for the fact that I'm not going to run and put makeup on and, do my hair and change my clothes, because this is who I am. This is my life. But yeah, it's just really about how now at this point in my life this year, although I still have a very great desire to want to take care of myself physically, I want to take care of myself emotionally and mentally and spiritually, and how that's so important to have those four things in balance, and how when one flies out of balance, it can throw the whole thing off. And of course, it's never going to be perfect. You're never going to hit all your marks at one time, but it's just the effort that you put in the trying to take care of yourself on all levels. And that there may come a day where it's not emotionally or mentally or spiritually beneficial to you to go run a mile or something like that. And you're feeling off balance in your other areas of life, so that you need to nourish that part of yourself. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. I got a lot of inspiration for the 4-body fit, the spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical sense of balance from the book Goddess to the Core by Sierra Bender. So if you're interested in learning more about that, it's really interesting what she had to say on the topic, so look that up. I've mentioned that book before, I believe. It's really interesting, but it makes a lot of sense to me. It rings pretty true. So yeah, so this year I've just really, my resolutions have been to love me and take care of me and take care of my family, and be a good mom, be a good wife, but most of all be good to myself, because there have been times in my life where I was not good to myself, and it was very painful. And everyone has their down days, everyone messes up, and everyone's human, but it's loving who you truly are at your core and being a good person and having a good soul that is utmost important. And being happy and not taking life so seriously all the time. And that's one thing my brother and I were talking about, how it irritates him that there are people out there who take themselves so seriously, and like everything is just life or death all the time. When, just laugh. Be able to laugh at yourself. Cut loose. Just enjoy life. Live. Life is for the living. Go out and live it. Yeah. That's pretty much it. And, I don't know, I want to do something really quick, and this is, a little scary for me, but, because this is YouTube, so. But, I just want to show you something. Alright. I don't know if you can see me. See my pajama pants? This is me. Right here. I'm going to back up. See? I'm not perfect. I'm not super taut and toned. I know you can't tell. Like, see? Here are my legs. And my arms. And my face. And my hair's, you know, nothing special right now. And I want to show you something important because this is the part of myself that I'm most insecure about. So I'm going to do something that takes a lot of courage for me to do. So please be gentle with me. This is my belly, which is part of me that I am very insecure about, that I've struggled with my whole life. This belly held a baby at one point, nourished her, fed her, held her, and brought her into this world. Now, my belly is not flat, it's not tight and toned, but it is mine, and it carried my daughter, and I am so proud of this belly that helps to digest my food and to keep me running and functioning like I should, and I am trying my best to love it and accept it for what it is. So, wow, I can't believe I just did that. But, it's time to be real. It's time to be raw and give it to you straight, because that's who I am. And I'm sick of the world being scared of imperfection and just being disgusted with things that aren't plastic and fake. That's real. I'm real. Everyone is real in their own way. And I think more women, and men included, should be exposed to imperfection. And, well, I don't want to say flaws, because there really aren't any flaws in people. That's just perception. And someone's ideal that they have built up in their mind of what perfection and beauty in this world look like. So, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a person, I'm a woman, and I'm healthy and happy, and hope that you go out into the world and spread love to other people and acceptance, and just stop all the hate, because it does come back to you, but that shouldn't be the point. The point should be that you give for the sake of giving, and you love for the sake of loving, and not expecting your return of what you'll get in return for it, and that you just want to love for the sake of loving others and spreading love and happiness to other people. That way you're not tearing people down for their imperfections and flaws. So if you decide to comment on this video, I ask you to please be loving and gentle to me. And yeah, I know this video is kind of like all over the place, but this has been my update, and this is where my head's at right now, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I'm not over my time, and if I am, I'm sorry. But I will see you guys here again soon. Okay? Bye.